Hello, Book Thinkers family. Today's book tip is going to come from The Go-Giver by Burg and John David Mann. The subtitle of this book is A Little Story About a Powerful Business Idea. This is book number 3 in my 2020 Throwback 30, where I'm rereading the 30 books that have had the biggest impact on my life. I learned of this book about 5 years ago when I was actually on a job interview. The person interviewing me, sort of as a power close, turned around, grabbed the book off his shelf, he slid it to me, and he said, "Hey, read this. Let me know what you think, and when you come back and accept the job, I want you to give the copy back to me." So that was a pretty cool move in an interview for him to do that. I'm sure he does it all the time and has a bunch of copies of this book. I didn't end up accepting the job, but I did read this book, and I loved it. It's a fable-style business book. So the lessons are real, but the story is not. It is fictional. And it's very easy to get through. I've read the physical book a couple times. As you can see, it's pretty small, but I've also listened to it, and I just listened to it a couple weeks ago. It takes less than 3 hours, so I would absolutely give it a listen. This book has 5 laws of stratospheric success that you'll learn throughout the story, and I won't spoil it by reading all of them, but I want to talk about 1 or 2 of them today. So my favorite, and one that I read every single morning as part of my daily affirmations that I do in my morning routine, is the law of compensation, which states that your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. There are so many positions out there like teachers and police officers and firefighters that have a tremendous impact on the people that they serve, but they don't serve a massive amount of people on a daily basis. What's so fantastic about social media, and Instagram in particular, where you're probably watching this video, is that I have the opportunity to reach hundreds of thousands of people every single week. Instagram for business profiles tells you the analytics. And I'm at, well, right now in March of 2020, I'm at around 500,000 impressions per week. And that's because I'm providing value, and I'm providing value to a lot of people who can take advantage of it. So I love this position as a social media person, as an influencer, a micro influencer for now. And I love the ability to get out there and show as many people as possible the power of reading these fictional or non-fictional books and implementing these lessons into our lives. And there's a cool way that Joe, the main character in this book, does that as well. So Bob and John did a fantastic job at including that one. And then the other one that I wanted to talk about today is the law of receptivity, which states the key to effective giving is to stay open to receiving. It's a cycle. When you give and then you allow yourself to receive, you have the opportunity to give more. And this book has a bunch of fantastic examples, and there's actually a couple of paragraphs in the book that give some metaphors or examples to how this works, but it's the yin and the yang. And I just love that idea. People sometimes are burnt out because they try to give, and then when somebody lends a hand, they won't take it. So I love the idea of staying open to receiving. There's no shame in that. It's the circle of life. And this book will teach you that lesson in a pretty creative way as well. So if you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your attention today, and I hope that you learned something from this book. The Go-Giver is a fantastic series. There are 3 other books in the series, and I would recommend all of them. Burg, fantastic author. John David Mann, fantastic author. Thank you so much for writing this book. It's a top 5 favorite book for me. It's had a massive impact on my life, and it's completely reframed how I view giving. Don't be a go-getter, be a go-giver. And with that, I'll end my video. Go out there, read something, have a fantastic day. Adios.